Walker now from the gun. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that first down.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling left, buying some time. He's going to keep it this time. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
On second down, Mahomes escapes the pocket. And the floater falls to the deck.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he's going to manage 13 yards here before going down. That picks them up to first.
13 yards on the play. That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And you just get the play off. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. It's the Broncos out in front. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. Second down, Mahomes. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's third down.
This is why we hear about closing speeds so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on third down. Mahomes. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's going to get there inside the pylon. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kenneth Walker with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
That one right down the middle. It's down to a 14-point game. Butker on now to kick this one away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And he's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Forced out to his right. Lines up and chucks it. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Denver. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Ooh, they rocked him on that throw, and that's going to take most of the power out of it. Yeah, doesn't even get back to the line. It is 2nd down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Mahomes throwing here on 2nd. That's completed right side. And this will be stopped just before the play reaches that 30-yard mark. Still a great game, Brock, and a new set of downs.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard
to the air, Mahomes. They left him wide open. It's complete. He's going to score. Touchdown, Chiefs. Rashee Rice with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. An extra point from Butker is up and good. And it's down to a 14-point game.
35. Chiefs 21. Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. Making some progress here. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. He finds him 6 yards on that 1st down run.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Look at that power. Deep left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. All the way. Touchdown, Denver.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body to try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Lutz gets the extra point to go. And lead now 21.
Broncos 42. Chiefs 21. Will Lutz to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes. He rolls to his right. He takes it himself. He steps out of bounds as this play goes for 25 yards. Nice work there. And it's going to be 1st down, Chiefs.
It's a gain of 20.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
Looking to throw Mahomes. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the perimeter. He's out of bounds after picking up a bunch. Still not enough for the first, though, Brock. Third down coming up.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
And he gets home. Touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy, number 10 of his NFL career. Butker is good on the point after. And it's down to a 14-point game.
Broncos 42, Chiefs 28.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
On the return, the Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10. Knicks off the play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Ooh, coming off a touchdown on their previous drive, you can almost feel the urgency up here, Brock. They want to add more.
Yeah, urgency and aggressiveness. Those are kind of the ingredients in the recipe for this offense, and certainly their success today.
Throwing on second, Knicks. This is a heater going deep. Big gain downfield. And he gets home. Touchdown, Denver. Jalen Waddle with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. Extra point try now for the Lots. Send right down the middle and good. And lead now 21.
Broncos 49, Chiefs 28.
Just to get this off my chest and let my heart broken. Seeing how goofies will move for the green. Saying we on the same team, but
Will
what do that
Lutz
mean?
to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Mahomes now. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. And on first down, only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
And not able to corral this one. That's going to be ruled his second drop of the game. It brings up third down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Here's Mahomes. He's going to try another deep one here. And they pick him off again. Picked up by Deontay Banks. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Here's Harvey to kick this one off. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Chris Jones on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
And we won't see another play here, Brock, as the clock reaches 2 minutes to go. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing on second, Nix. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Back to throw, Mahomes. Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Stopped that time by Nick Bonito.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Working inside the red zone. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Handoff running left, Walker. And he gets home. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kenneth Walker. Give him 2 now in this 2nd quarter. Butker to try the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And it's down to a 14-point game.
49. Chiefs 35.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
On the return, here's Mims. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Here's Nix. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. He's going to be out of bounds there. Defenders make the stop after a gain of about 17. And that's going to be 1st down Denver.
17 yards.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Now Nix. Finds him on the crossing route. And a big chunk picked up on that play. Over 20, and he gets him the first.
A gain of 23
We have a
yards.
timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10 here for Nix. And he's now just a completion shy of a 300-yard game in this first half. Looking in the air here. And the difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Nix to throw on second. Buys time, rolling right. Pressure's there, and they get him a big loss back to the 43. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Just How cool is that? An immediate impact play as a rookie. It's kind of like those big leaguers. They never forget the first hit. In fact, they usually keep that baseball. I don't know if he'll keep the football, but he'll keep...
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. The Broncos have their eye on that play clock, and before it expires, they call a timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Options are plenty out wide. 5 receivers set here on third and long. To throw, here's Nix. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It would be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Just gets past the 20 before going out.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. One final shot before the half. Here's a screen now for Walker. He's out in the clear. He's down as that play goes for 26 big ones. That's good for the first down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Harvey now to return it. And he's brought down quickly right inside his own 10.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10. Second half begins with a run by Harvey. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Alohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Now a second down throw for Nix. It's on the in route. Down he goes, but what a play as he picks up about 28. And that'll earn the Broncos a new set of downs. Here's Nix on first and 10. That last pass, Brock, taking him over 300 yards for this ball game. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Throwing here, Nix. And this is going to end up an incomplete pass, partner, so that brings up third down. Now he already has a himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on and on.
Third and long for him here. That's completed right side. He is down to the 30-yard line. Yet another highlight in a game with so many of them. 34 yards. It's Harvey straight ahead. And his progress is stopped, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Tranquil brings him to the ground.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Now ahead of third down. We get a pause here. They're going to call a timeout, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Nick Snat, a throw. He finds his back. Harvey. Met there, driven out to cap that gain at about 6 yards. And that's going to give the Broncos a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
From the red zone on first. Caught near the goal line. We might be close to this lead growing again, and that play gives them a first and goal. Offense up to the line fast. Nick's looking to throw. And the rush is going to win this rep. They get to him. And they need to regroup here, partner, ahead of this 2nd and goal.
It never gets old up here, Kate, in the booth, right? Witnessing the first for somebody, in this case, the first sack, and what they expect to be a highly decorated career. So much invested in this young first-rounder, and you just love seeing him make an impact right away. Well done.
And he only gets this one down to the 9. Just 2 yards there on 2nd and goal, and still a ways to go now on 3rd. Here's Nix to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. You're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did. Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. Had it for a moment, but the hit jars it loose. Fortunate, Brock, that it did too, because that would have been a big strike otherwise. Instead, just 2nd down. To the air, Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And Mahomes has enough for the first as he slides down to avoid that contact.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Getting his first sack of the year here in week 1.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
And they pick him off again. Riley Moss with the pick. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start.
In trouble, and he's going to go down. Hit back at his own 9.
A loss of 11 yards. It's second down.
We've reached the end of 3 in our week 1 opener. The Broncos have the football, Brock, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too. On here, Brock. That sack has him set up second down and 21. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Connects on the crosser. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory. First and 10 here for Nix. Just a play after he eclipsed 400 yards passing in this game. On the handoff, here's Harvey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
On second down, Nix has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
And it's third down.
To the air on 3rd and long. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Looking on it, it's Harvey. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that first down. And this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
And this is going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Jalen Waddle. First a return score, and now he's got a receiving one, too. Extra point try now from Lutz. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that makes this a 24-point ball game.
59. Chiefs 35. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up second down. Continuing to throw it despite the game he's had, Brock. Coaches obviously still have faith in him despite all these interceptions.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think it's faith. And it's also like a sense of belief that, and they know, these coaches know, that this is where you've got to work through it. Not on the practice field, but in what gets really tough right here in game action.
Working on second down. Mahomes. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Yet another highlight in a game with so many of them. 31 yards. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Here's Mahomes. Right back to Worthy. The stop is made. Defense drives him out after a gain of about 13. And that's going to give the Chiefs a first down.
13 more yards.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Back to throw Mahomes. And they pick him off again. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos are going to have it after his second interception of the season. New set of downs for him from the 31. They kick the running back in motion. Nix. He lofts one deep, center of the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
So we're up 3 scores. We're throwing into coverage here late in the game. And that's kind of greedy for me, Kate.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. He finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's third down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Now Nix on third down. Well, they got to him and they take him down. He did get the throw away, so no sack at least. It will still be fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. Here we go on fourth. Nix. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And that's going to keep the drive going. Call it 10 yards on the gain on 4th and 5. It's them the first.
That was some serious trust right there, Kate. I like to say that you sign the check as a quarterback once that ball leaves your hand. And he threw it short of the sticks, trusting his guy could go get the rest, and he sure did.
To throw, here's Nix. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. And it's Chris Jones. And it's going to be second down when we come out of our 2-minute warning. Now Nix. He's under pressure again, and they hit him on the throw. Pass not going anywhere as a result. And the rush forces third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. So a rare win for them in coverage there, Brock. Haven't found a lot of success stopping the pass at all game, but they finally take one away there.
One of the rare opportunities today with this group, on a contested ball, they actually knock it away.
Going for it on fourth, Nix. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch. And they wind up turning it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
Rushes right there as he releases it. It goes nowhere near the target. Lucky to avoid a sack there, Brock. Get his second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Now an inside give to Walker. And they've got a first down. Give him a gain of 13 on that previous play.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Now it's Mahomes. Forced out to his right, and he can't escape. He goes down. A flag, no down with him. Let's see, did somebody hold up front, or is this marker going to wipe away that great sack? Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up first and 10 now inside the red zone. Mahomes. Rice has it, work in the middle. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
On the move, headed right. Oh, we had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And now it's third down.
Just continuing to add to some film that's going to be a little bit hard to watch. This guy, you typically don't see completion percentage numbers like this. Very, very accurate guy. Not today. He's going to have to figure out why.
They'll throw, third and long. Intercepted in the end zone. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
First down 10. And they're on the 12-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. They're going to pass it here. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. He's going to go out of bounds up past the 15.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. Okay, color me a little bit surprised here, Brock. Seeing them throwing darts downfield still, considering the lead they've got at this point in the game, kind of seems like run it out territory.
Well, you call it surprise. I call it trust. That's what that coaching staff does and believes in their quarterback as they continue to fire away.
Nick's now to throw. Oh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down.
Well, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Going on fourth. Here's Nix. That's cut beyond the marker. And the drive rolls on, Brock. Perfect call there on fourth down. Gets them a first up at their own 40.
And the Broncos first down.
Here's Nix to throw. Gets it downfield. On target to Sutton. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Nick's looking to throw. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
35.